So, good morning. My name is Liiva Luts from City of Tallinn, and I'm project manager in different EU projects.
Hello, I'm Ralf Martinsoo. I'm representing here a small NGO called IT Digital Lab, and I'm also working for Tallinn University of Technology. Yeah, so we have a work package, as it was introduced earlier as well, on intelligent transport systems. We don't go into the project jargon, which work package and which group of action it is, because externals do not follow that well, but core line of our activities is related to intelligent transport systems in this project. And over there, we have 3 tasks. First task is to build ITS competence network, and we are doing this through conferences and seminars and webinars. And the second task is to conduct experimental mini pilots in the field of transport systems. And then the third part is adaptive traffic lights. And we have 3 people in this work package, and so ITL is responsible for ITS competence network, and Maarja Rannamaa is leading this task, and I myself, as a main coordinator of this work package, I'm also leading this ITS mini pilots concept. And then we have Liiva Luts from City of Tallinn, that has more specific task on adaptable traffic lights. And so I'm going to the first task, which is pretty much network building, and we have also defined how to do this network building, because we have several ITS networks which are already established, like ITS Finland, ITS Estonia, ITS Sweden, and so on. And now we really wanted to have more like cross-border approach as well, but we would have one network for like Baltic Sea region as well. And the question is that how you develop this network, then our approach is to do it via international actions and events. So we are already now having various webinars and seminars. First one was during the ITS Eindhoven this year. One we are having now, introducing the concept to you, and then we have a few follow-ups coming as well in Riga, for example, in June, and then in Finland, and maybe we are going to Los Angeles as well next year. And in addition, and these are like open events, and we would like to invite everybody to participate in them as well. And then in addition, we are planning to have one conference as well, ITS conference or Smart City conference, and we have already set the date that it's 5th of November 2019, and we are in like the first level planning stage with that.
Okay, going further. So we are in the situation where basically there are very many European cities are reshaping the streets, narrowing the roads, the car roads, squeezing the car ownership basically, and also making priority for public transport. So we thought that it's very wise to use this project to make the mini pilot as to analyze how to increase the mobility flows using the electronic solutions, promoting the switch towards public transport and greener transport. So yeah, we have heard that the adaptive traffic lights can improve the traffic flow up to 15%, so it's really much. So we thought that okay, we should think further and go for the pre-feasibility study for the adaptive traffic lights in the city of Tallinn. And also when we have very good results out of it, then it can be applicable for other Baltic cities as well, because it's quite new thing, and there is not very many cities who has adaptive traffic lights system. So going into detail, we investigate various adaptive traffic light market solutions, And also we are taking some into consideration couple of hotspots. For example, taking care of new tram line, which is city center airport tram line, and we are seeking the possibility to increase the average speed of the tram and make it more competitive for the users. Yeah. So we have quite high hopes from the ITL Digital Lab and Aalto to get it done and to see what kind of options the market has.
And then coming back to a third task, which is policy making and introducing new solutions, new concepts via mini pilots and mini piloting. So we have a framework of 4 very interesting cities of Tallinn, Hamburg, Turku, and Riga. And under this task, we're having kind of harmonized approach how to do those experimentations on the street level in a way that you can really introduce something novel, something new, something experimental, maybe to some extent also something which is not that easy to conduct, or when it's more like out of box idea, or to some extent maybe more like crazy concept to put it to the street, but this is all about like being experimental, and we are based on this. We're also like developing like a roadmap for all Baltic region cities, but in general all the like European cities, and why not beyond as well. How we could introduce those ITS solutions through mini piloting, and the logic there is that maybe just coming back to reasoning as well why we're doing this is it's not because we have this project and we really need to do it, but the logic there is that the challenge is that mobility investments are huge, and mobility planning is very like a long perspective difficult process, and very often like novel solutions, like especially the ones starting with smart or intelligence or some ICT based solutions, they require like a very like a long time planning as well, especially for like mobility side, and that means that cities end up in a situation that all the changes what we are doing, and if they want to innovate, they need to do changes, and we need to go there and be adaptable. That they are very like big projects, very expensive ones. And we have seen that quite often they can fail as well, mainly because it's very like uncertain area, and investments are very big. And so logic there is that through this mini piloting and introducing this to like the procurement process as well, and it gives cities also a toolbox to be more agile and to learn from some companies, especially like startup ones, how to fail fast and how to just like test something out and then leverage on the city and scale it up on the city level if it works. So that's the core setup, and also like what we know from a city perspective is, and how cities can be innovative is that one thing is that how they introduce their own services and products to the city environments. Another way is how they actually regulate the market on this. So a lot of innovation actually goes through the city itself, and depends on the city policies, and that technically needs to follow the procurement process, and this fast trials or experiments is contributing to this model as well, but how to make smarter procurements, and how to move towards more innovation partnership model on this. And this is based on our project, what we just concluded. Also, City of Tallinn was a partner there, and that was led by City of Helsinki. It was called Finance Smart Mobility Project, and over there, this is just the concept what we developed there jointly with Forum Virum Helsinki, which is innovation company. But how can we do those pilots? And we actually executed 5-6 mini pilots as well out of this project. So we have some experience, and now we have translated this into the Baltic Sea region and into the cities of partners of this project. But the logic there is that we really want to have actual concepts and actual trials with a relatively small amount of money, and then just to get it out from a concept level to actual test or trial levels. Yeah, and in this Finance Smart Mobility project, when we had open competition idea competition for mini pilots, and we received a lot of interest, and then we conducted 5 mini pilots. And just to give some indication and why I'm talking about this is that we are applying the similar method to HUPMOBILE as well. So we are doing it harmonized way, and this is in a really broad scale that how we plan to evaluate those mini pilots. But a lot of approach is really on innovation and scalability, and then also teams and resources and being user driven. And another thing is that there needs to be a very simple application process as well. And maybe some examples what we did back then was that we did we mapped Estonians traveling in Finland, for example, and we also mapped Finns traveling in Tallinn based on mobile positioning data. And then one company installed some beacons to the trams, one tram line in Helsinki to do a ticketless validation of transport. And when we had one mini pilot in the ports of Tallinn and Helsinki for the queuing service for heavy good vehicles, and then we had one container approach in the western port of Helsinki to share the tools and bicycles and whichever shared economy approach. And then we had more conceptual mini pilot as well. So the logic there is that. But we're very happy that we already, both City of Tallinn and ourselves as well, we have already participated in this, and now we just want to extend this concept. And we have written, or I have written actually 2 more research or academic papers on this as well. So everybody interested, please contact me directly, or then if you get later the slides, you can download it from here as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.